Hello there and welcome back to Autism at Home. In the first 3 lessons of our Building Flexibility series, we spoke about how to teach a child to transition from one activity or location to another, how to wait, and how to take turns and share. Today is all about change, or more specifically, how to cope with change. If you're a parent of a child with autism, does this sound familiar to you? Making sure to get the same brand of cereal every week because your child doesn't want to eat other cereals. Needing to do routines like getting ready for bed in exactly the same order every night. Managing a meltdown when the playland or park they like to go to is suddenly closed. Thankfully, there are many strategies we can and should put in place to prepare for upcoming changes. For example, using social stories, visual schedules, and timers to give our kiddos a heads up that a change is about to happen. These are all excellent strategies and are no different from adults using a diary or calendar to prepare for their appointments and meetings coming up. But they are also preventative strategies because they prevent a challenging behavior from happening by giving the child predictability. They do not necessarily teach the child how to cope with a change if it were to suddenly happen with no warning. The truth is that not all events in life can be predicted and planned for. For example, you might be on the way to work, but your car suddenly breaks down. Or you had plans to take a holiday, but the flight got cancelled. Or a pandemic like COVID-19 hits the world and everyone suddenly has to stay indoors. Being able to tolerate and cope with change will not only increase your child's quality of life, as they do not have to live life by strict rules and routines, it also increases the family's quality of life, not needing to plan their lives around their child's specific needs. Hence, this lesson is all about how to teach your child with autism to tolerate changes. Some basic materials you will need include a social story explaining the concept of change, a change visual to clearly communicate when a change is happening, both of which you can download for free on our Autism at Home article, and a very strong reinforcer. Reinforcement is a key part of almost every skill you want to teach your child, but it is particularly important when it comes to teaching your child to tolerate change. This is because tolerating change is genuinely extremely difficult for many children with autism. In order for them to be willing to tolerate changes they really do not like, they will need something equally as strong or even stronger to motivate them. We would recommend spotlighting 1 or 2 reinforcements that your child loves more than anything else and reserving that reward only for the Tolerance to Change program and nothing else, such that the reinforcement remains strong and highly motivating. For example, if screen time is their highest motivator, try to keep it as a reward only for tolerating change while they are learning the skill and not for any other time of the day. Before getting started teaching tolerance to change, you want to sit down and make a list of all the changes your child is likely to need to tolerate in their daily life. Remember, change does not always mean bad. Getting a promotion can be a good change. Getting a discount while shopping can also be a good change. Similarly, rather than start your child off with a difficult change they would not like, start them off with easy changes they will like. This can include, it's a change, no work time today, let's go out and play. Or, it's a change, you get an extra cookie for snack time today. So write down a list of changes your child could experience in a day, ranking them in 3 main categories. Easy, that they will like, medium or neutral, that they will neither like nor dislike, and hard changes, the changes they will dislike. Here is an example of what an easy to hard change items list might look like. Typically, if your child can tolerate the change 3 times in a row, it shows they seem confident to move to the next item. In any case, remember to always individualize to your child. What is easy, medium, or hard will vary from child to child. For example, some children would not be bothered if you added an extra block to their block tower, while other children may protest strongly if you do. Here's how to get started teaching the Tolerance to Change program. First, read the social story about change to your child. Starting with the easy changes, try to intentionally introduce these changes at natural points of the day. For example, getting an extra toy when you play with them. Just before the change happens, show your child the change visual and say, "There's a change." This is to cue them that a change is about to happen. When your child is able to tolerate the change without having a major challenging behavior, reward them immediately with their strongest reinforcer. The faster you reward them, the stronger the association they make between being flexible with change and positive outcomes. Pair the reinforcement with words like "good job being flexible." Let's see what that looks like in action after reading the social story.
Wow, playing trains! Awesome! Choo-choo! Buddy, there's a change! I have more trains! Here you go! Hey, I love how flexible you're being, buddy. Let's watch a favorite video together.
That was an easy change. What about a hard change?
Hey, let's go play outside. Let's just check the weather. Oh no, buddy, it's gonna rain. Okay, there's a change. No playing outside. Let's play inside. Hey, I love how flexible you're being. Let's watch your favorite YouTube video.
Now, it may seem awkward to whip out a phone or have a reward on hand every time a change happens. This is really just a temporary action, so your child builds a strong association from the start between being flexible with change and positive outcomes. As your child becomes more successful at tolerating change, you can start transferring reinforcement to just praising them or rewarding them with a more natural reinforcement. For example, being okay with doing more table work earns them more playtime. When you first start to teach this skill, you might notice it may not look as perfect as it did in the example videos. When in doubt, come back to the 3 key strategies of ABA.
Pop quiz. Take a look at these 3 scenarios and think about how you would apply the 3 key strategies of ABA. Oh wow, there's a really cool tower that you're building. Hey, there's a change. I'm gonna build a new tower right next to yours. Which of the below is the most broken down step of teaching the child to tolerate the adult playing blocks differently? Add a block on top of theirs, add a block near theirs, or continue practicing building the new tower until they tolerate it. The smallest step in these 3 choices is adding a block near theirs. In this case, it seems adding something completely new is too big a change. So let's work up block by block. Hey, let's go and play outside. Let's check the weather. Oh no, it's gonna rain. Okay, there's a change. No playing outside, play inside. You're flexible? We can go get a snack, okay? No! Nice hands. No, try again. Nice hands. In this example, what reinforcement did the adult use and was it strong enough? The adult needs to notice the child was clearly more motivated to go outside than get a snack. Hence, a snack is not strong enough for reinforcement. Looks like it's time to go back to the drawing board and find something stronger. The third and final key strategy is practice. As we say with many other skills on Autism at Home, a child who practices tolerating change 5 or 6 times a day will become flexible faster compared to a child who practices only once or twice a day. What about who they practice with? When a child is learning to tolerate change, who should they practice changes with? You're right, all of the above. Practice not only with one person, but with all the other people in your child's life. Just because a child is willing to cooperate and be flexible with mom does not guarantee they will do so with dad, grandpa, grandma, or their teachers in school.
We hope this lesson has been helpful to you in breaking down how to teach tolerance to change, because it's your turn. As mentioned before, make a list of all the changes your child might need to tolerate in a day, ranking them from easiest changes they will like, medium or neutral changes they neither like nor dislike, and hard changes they will dislike. Then, using the method you saw today, get started practicing change every day. Keep in mind that just as change is the only constant in life, tolerating change is a lifelong skill and is by no means limited to the list you've created. Not only should your child continue to practice the items they've already learned, they should continue to practice tolerating change beyond what is in the list. If us as adults don't always take to every change in our lives easily, how much more so for a child with autism, where tolerating change is even harder for them? We hope this lesson on tolerating change has been helpful to you and your family. Stay tuned for the next and final lesson as we take it a notch higher and talk about how to teach your child to accept the word no. If you haven't already, do check out our free online resource platform, Autism at Home, which has all the corresponding articles and necessary downloadables for you. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on social media to stay updated. We'll see you soon, and thank you for watching.